everyone, and welcome to my studio. My name is Eileen Hull, and I'm so excited because I get to introduce another collection with Sizzix. The ones that we're doing this time, they're a little different. If you know my work, you know that I like to design with thicker materials, mat board, chipboard, and I design these dies called scoreboards that create these thick, sturdy projects like books and boxes. Well, I had the idea that I wanted to make these shadow boxes, which we did wind up doing. It's just now they're done out of Thinlits dies instead of the steel rule dies. I just couldn't get them the way I wanted them, so we decided, well, let's just still do them, but do them out of Thinlits. And I'm really loving working with them. It's a little different, but you know, it's good to do different every once in a while. So I have two dies that are the shadow box in different sizes, so you can mix and match the elements together and make different sizes. You could do squares if you do all one of the same. I'll show you when we get to it, and you can also do rectangular shapes. So it's two of the dies, and then the other one is called Shadow Box Elements, and that is just a bunch of cool little pieces, little houses and flowers, a fence, and things that you can put together to make little scenes, or you could also use them on cards and tags. And I do have some samples for my team I want to show you too. So, and then the fourth item is a textured impression folder, which is turning out to be my favorite folder ever. So I'm going to put the camera down and we'll take a look at these and I'll show you how to assemble them. Right, so let's take a little closer look at the dies. All right, so here's the first one. This is the 3D embossing folder, and it's called Crochet Mandala. Really detailed, really cool. Sorry, I have blue and black on my fingers because my ink leaked and I could not get them clean. I scrubbed them. Anyway, this is just gorgeous. When you see the detail on this, you're just not going to believe it. It's amazing what they can make. All right, now this is the smaller frame. This comes with one piece. So here's what it looks like, and I'm using my beautiful Sizzix magnetic sheet and little folder piece that I really love because it's so big. You could put anything in here, but these fit perfectly, and then there's a binder that they go in. So these are the elements that come on this die, and if you make 4 of these, you're going to make a little frame this size. It's going to come out to about 4 inches this way, so I think it's about 2.5 inside. So it's tiny, it's cute, it could fit in a book. You could put this in your journal, on the front of a journal. These are really cute for just a small project. They go together really quickly, and we'll do one in a minute. So it also comes with these elements, these little flowers, you know, that's those, and these little kind of leafy branches, and this label, which is not on here, but it's on that one. So all of the elements can mix and match. They're all the same scale, and you can use them pretty much together. This is the larger one. Now this comes with 2 pieces that are bigger, and if you make this 2 and 2, you know, cut 2 of these, 2 of those, you're gonna get a rectangle that is looks like this. Okay, and you can use different colored paper to put it together. And then this little piece here is like a rolling hill, you know. So but then you can combine these other pieces and put them in there. I love making the little frames. I didn't think I would, but I do. This die here is called Shadow Box Elements. Those are Shadow Box number 1, Shadow Box number 2. And then this is the elements, and these come with all these little houses and grass, a vine, flower, thing that says home. So these are great to use with the other frames, and you can make little vignettes or cards or tags or whatever you like. And then this is what I use to cut my shadow boxes from. This is the Sizzix cardstock. This is like their standard pack. Really pretty. It's the perfect weight. This is about an 80-pound paper, and it comes with 20 different colors, and I think there are 4 sheets of each. Just really pretty, basic, nice colors. I like them because there's not just one pink, there's several, and so you can kind of make different combinations out of these. So now let's look at some samples so you can see why it is that you might want to get this. So here are, these are in no special order because they all work together. All right, let's start with the little frames though. Okay, here's one. Now this is just a very basic little shadow box. I did use the mandala for the background, which you can see, and that'd be pretty if you inked it up. I added flowers and just this little fence. I made 2 of them and stuck them, you know, glued them together. And so you can use any colors that you like or any style. And then this is one that is the rectangle. Now these were made by my team. They're amazing, and if you want to come over to eileenhull.com, you're going to see 3 to 5 original projects every week on the blog, and really inspiring and so clever. My team is amazing, so I hope you'll come and take a look. This one is made by Maggie, and she really likes her pinks and her flowers, and it's just brings a smile to your face. Here's another one. Now this one's made by Jenny Atkinson, and she kind of bumped this out 3D, and I like her little natural elements and how she used kind of neutral colors. This is a thicker paper. This is a, I think, like 110. This is 49th and Market paper that is a heavier weight, so you can use that too. That'll go through the machine. Now Maggie took this die a little further, and first she made her little, you know, saying, and I assume this is for Ukraine and all that, but then she added this phone stand to the back, so she's got a 3D frame and you can just stand it on your desk. I think that is genius. That is just really a cool idea. So you can take it beyond just the frame. Now here's something, if you really want to get crazy, you can make one of these, like Pam Bray. She made a scrapbook page out of it and just bumped all of these up and used all these fun little elements. Look at this little jar and a little tiny spoon. There's those flowers cut out of pattern paper and the little houses up here, and then she used the frame to kind of showcase this beautiful art. And so she used the big one and the medium size, so this one is the same width, you know, so, but she just made it into a square by doing 4 of the pieces. So I think this is just amazing. I don't even know if I can fit the whole thing in the frame here. All right, what else do we have? Now look at this little 3D beauty. This, I think, this was made by Tanya. I think it was a ribbon spool, and she used the ornament die and the wreath from like Christmas time, and put this little home and made, I think that she made this structure out of the frame itself because it looks about right, and just then glued the house on top. And then this is from the truck die, so you can see it's very easy to mix and match all of the dies that you may have in your collection. And I think this is just so cute. It would be cute on the top of a jar, wouldn't it? I bet it would just fit. All right. Now here are some smaller pieces. This is a tag also made by Tanya, and she embossed the background and inked it, and then added a couple little flowers, and she has such a whimsical style. Really cool. And this is from another collection. So you can do tags. Here's a tiny little bookmark that I made, so easy and quick. All I did was I used the paper for the background, pattern paper, and then I just glued a little stem and daisy and a little grass, and then I stamped. This is one of my new stamps from my Maker Forte stamp collection, and then just added a brad and some twine. Just really fun Here's another one. This is another little tag I made. So I used the wreath and then added in these flowers and the friend. And then you can do cards. Here's a card from Pam. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful background? And then I like how she made this as like a little hill and added in the flowers and inked the background. Anyway, I love that. All right, here's another card. This is one I made, and this was a little different. I laid my little houses on this light green paper and then punched them out and then added in these backgrounds, and it's kind of fun 3D look. Check this one out. Lisa made that, and she really had this cool technique that she used on the embossing folder to bring the doilies out even more, and then use the elements. Now hers is pretty flat, so you can bump it up or keep it flat depending on what you're doing with it. Here's one from Jenny, and this kind of has like a modern feel to it. I think maybe those hexagon backgrounds and the stamping is just kind of cool, and she stitched it, and I love how she combined these elements here. And then here's one from Maggie. So on April 5th, we're going to have a release party for this collection. So if you come over to my Facebook page, Eileen Hull Designs, at noon, we'll be showing more samples and some little projects. So I hope you'll come over and join us then. Let's see, we're actually going to be from the road because I'm on my way to Florida. Okay, so I've gone ahead and cut out 4 of these smaller frames. This is the shadow box number 1. So we have 4 of those, and I'm just going to go ahead and fold these up, and I'm going to speed it up so you don't have to watch me, you know, folding. So I already started this one. And I'm just going to go ahead and fold over on each of the score lines. Show you a fun trick that makes it go really fast, and that is to just fold down your small tab here and add your glue. You can use tape if you want, and then just fold it over like that. So easy, and that's going to make a perfect square for your frame. Give it a minute to set, and then you've got this nice little frame. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to the others. Okay, so we are done folding and making our little frames, and now I like to do this first to arrange my pieces in the order that they're going to go. And all you want to do is make sure that this little flap here, you don't want to fold this piece in. You want to wait until it's time to put it together, because if you put the glue on, if you fold it over first, the glue may not catch. Ask me how I know that. And then you're just going to arrange them like this, because that's the order that they're going to go. Okay, so now we're going to glue these together, and it's very easy. We're just going to add glue to our tabs, and then a little bit inside here. Not too much, because sometimes it can kind of bleed through a little. You don't want that. Just make sure that you've kept it where it's going the right direction. And then you're just going to fit this in so it forms a 90-degree angle here. And you have to hold it for a little bit and make sure that it sets right. So look, check the other side and make sure it's sitting where it's supposed to be, and then just hold it for a minute. All right, now we'll add the next one, do the same thing. And again, we're gonna add this right on here. Set that in. Get a nice little 90-degree angle and hold it. You want your corners to be nice and tight. And then we're gonna do the last one. This one is a little trickier because you have to do 2 at a time. So add your glue to both first and then assemble them all at the same time because they're gonna stick inside each other, so you need to do them together. All right, so this one is going in here and also on the end here. Put that in, and then I'll ease that in. So this is probably the trickiest fold to do. But just, again, just hold them, you know, and make sure that they go on both sides where you want them to be. And also kind of snug them up to make sure they're square. Okay, and if you have little gaps, don't worry about it. You can add washi tape or paper, ribbon around the edge. So as long as you have a vaguely square shape, you're in business, or rectangle, depending on how you've combined them. So there you go, you have this cute little frame. So sometimes I will take a piece of mat board and cut that to size and put that on the back. So this is a 4-inch frame. I cut it a little bit smaller just so that it doesn't go over. And then you can use that to stabilize your project. Of course, if you're going to add anything inside the shadow box, you'd want to add that first and then, you know, put your backing on. You can also use photos. You could put little tiny photos. Wouldn't that be cute in there? Little wallet with maybe some stamping, a name or a date or a wedding, you know, a little wedding photo. Wouldn't that be adorable to send as a thank you gift? I could just think of so many ways to decorate this. It's so much fun. And then, you know, you would just take your little elements. Now, I like to cut a bunch at a time. You know, when I have my scraps out and I have a couple minutes, I just like to have them on hand so I don't have to be cutting, you know, say, oh, what am I going to put in here? Maybe, you know, a little brown house, and, you know, I can test that out. I don't have to wonder. I can just, you know, I think this would make a cute little tree, wouldn't it? So think of all the fun things you can make out of this. It is just, I'm telling you, you got to try it. So this is just a silicone ice cube tray. I don't know where I got this, but I love the color, and then I like that I have all of my little elements in one place. So that is basically how you put it together, guys. So I hope that you'll come over to the to watch some of the Facebook Lives, because we're going to have you know, a release party, and you'll see how we made some of these items, and you're really gonna like it because it is so much fun to make these. Look at this. How could you not want to make that? All right, so thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you over on the blog. One thing, if you want to find any of my social media or where we do the videos, any of that, you can go to Sizzix.com and you'll find the Eileen Hull Hub, and that links into my YouTube channel, to my Facebook, all of my outlets. You can find me easily there. So if you go to Sizzix.com/Eileen Hull, you can find all of my videos and all that stuff there. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I hope you give this a try. I know that I'm happy, even though it's not a scoreboard, they're still really fun. Okay, be open to new experiences. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.